So my name is Una, and the first chocolate from Chocolat came through about maybe 6 years ago, just from a simple seed of wanting to create a beautiful gift for some friends. And in that, something really new was discovered, a new way of creating from the heart and with inspiration. And that's our ethos at Chocolat, to inspire your love of life, just like chocolate has been a key place in inspiring my love of life, not because of the chocolate, but because I discovered a new way of expressing and creating and sharing. And we hope you can taste this in our chocolate and share a little of this inspiration and your inspiration with your customers. This is dark Belgian chocolate that we use in our chocolate making. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about each chocolate, just so you feel really inspired as we are inspired in making them, to share that with your customers. So the Decadent Date is a fresh organic medjool date, hand-stuffed with hazelnut and chocolate with a little bit of orange oil. It then goes through a curtain, which we call enrobing. So many steps in its labor and in its creation. And we always say with the Decadent Date that you'll never forget your first bite. It's a divine moment of pleasure. And so that was the first chocolate that we created at Chocolat. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, decadent moment. And also it's important to remember with the Decadent Date that it's actually vegan. So anybody who is dairy-free, they can also enjoy the Decadent Date. So I hope you enjoy your first bite of the Decadent Date. Then the next product I'm going to talk to you about is our Miracle. One of the reasons why we called it a miracle, because its creation felt like a miracle in terms of the idea, which came from Bernie Pryor, who founded She, and he had this incredible idea when he was traveling and hosting a group on a retreat in Egypt to create something with hibiscus in it and blend that with vanilla and cinnamon. And so what it has is a beautiful cinnamon biscuit with a white chocolate cream ganache with vanilla seeds in that from Fiji, and then a runny, oozing hibiscus syrup. So the idea is when you bite into it, you get the snap of the chocolate, and then the hibiscus just flows out from that. So you'd be warned, it could drip down on your clothes. But it's a beautiful, sophisticated chocolate, really bringing new flavors together in a whole new way. So that's our Miracle. Then we've got our Bulla bean. And Bulla in Fiji means life. The heart and passion of the Fijians is just so captured in this cacao pod. So at Chocolat, we craft our chocolates with Belgian chocolate, and we also import cacao beans. And we work with an organic farm in Fiji. And so inside is a beautiful milk chocolate creamy ganache, really soft and creamy. And then through that it's got seeds from an organic vanilla farm in Fiji, and then little bits of the actual cacao bean. So you get this smooth, creamy vanilla experience with then little crunches of the actual bean. Then we've got our Sweetheart. And we were endeavoring to make, I can't quite remember what now, but a different product. And out of that, because you know, any mistake in life is not really a mistake, it's a new opportunity, we discovered this whole new way of creating caramel. So this is a really smooth, creamy, not chewy caramel, but just really soft and velvety with a mixture of dark and milk chocolate inside. And of course it's in the shape of a heart, and we call it a Sweetheart. So it's a perfect gift for somebody who wants to actually gift their love and pass it through chocolate. So quite a simple chocolate, but really a beautiful melting experience between the dark chocolate on the outside and then the beautiful creamy caramel, soft caramel inside. It's our Sweetheart. Then we've got the Nut Crunch. And now this is the chocolate for nut lovers. It's got a weave of cashews, almonds and hazelnuts with dark chocolate, and then a layer of caramel. So for a caramel and nut lover, this is the one. So all the ingredients are mixed together, put into big trays and then cut into their shapes, and then each one gets its own curtain of chocolate coated over it with little sprinkles of almond on top. So that's our Moorish Nut Crunch. And the last product is what we call our fabulous Florentines. So it's like an almond brittle. So it's got a layer of almonds that are toasted and mixed with caramel and some citrus to give it a real nice zesty feel to it. Hand painted then with beautiful luscious Belgian chocolate. And so Florentines are quite a traditional product from Europe, and many people will be familiar with it. But they're quite difficult to bake and to really get right. So it's a beautiful product to be able to offer. So that's our fabulous Florentines. So just some really important information for you to remember about the chocolates. All of the chocolates that I've showed you, except their decadent date, have a 6-week shelf life. And that's because we don't use any preservatives or anything artificial, just the freshest and finest ingredients. And so they have a 6-week shelf life. So it's really important to encourage your customers to enjoy the chocolates straight away. They're for enjoying in this moment. The decadent date has a longer shelf life. It's got 3 months because it doesn't have any dairy in it. And it's encased inside the fresh medjool date and then covered in chocolate. So it has a shelf life of 3 months just for that reason. So that's the range of chocolates that you're going to be stocking in your cabinet. It's really important you taste all of them. Make sure you do. So all the products that you've got in your cabinet are gluten-free, and this is obviously really important for people who have a gluten intolerance, that you can assure them that they're gluten-free. Our chocolate kitchen is a gluten-free environment. We just wanted to share with you an experience, a flavor of Chocolat, so you can touch a little bit more than just what you taste in the chocolate, because I know you can taste some of the magic in the chocolate, but just to connect and experience a little bit more of who we are and our inspiration and our ethos, which is inspiring your love of life.